Hello and welcome to my video. Mr.net is here, and today I'm going to explain the facade pattern. If we look into the UML diagram, I have here, for example, 3 different classes, and these classes interact with, for example, with each other, and the client have to interact with all these classes. And this can be very complicated for the client. So we encapsulate these classes into a subsystem, and to access the subsystem we implement a facade. So the client have only to call the facade, and the facade is interacting with the subsystem. To explain it in the source code, I implement 3 different classes. Static class 1 is a file path creator, and this class has a static method with a return type from file information, a file info object, get path, this method is public, and to get a path I want the path of my project so I can show you the result. So for that I use return new file info, and in this file info I use the directory object, get parent, and I need the parent from the directory, get current directory. So I need a string, so I take full name. Well, then I implement a static class and hash creator. This class creates or offers methods to create a hash value, a public static create hash, and to create a hash I use the date time object, now get hash code to string, public static, the return type is string, and then I need a method static which validates the created hash. So the return type is a boolean. I call this method validate, and the argument is a file information object, and I ask inside this method if file.exists full name. So if the file inside this file information object exists, I throw a new exception, duplicate file name, otherwise I return with true. Then I need a class, static class, I call this class the writer, and this class implements a method public static void create file. As an argument I take the file information object, path of output file, and And inside this method I'm using stream writer is a new stream writer, and as an argument I can use the full name, the full path, the full output path, and my stream writer object I use the method writeLine to print hello world, and that's the method of the create file. Now I use as a client, so this class here, the program class, is my client, for example. So firstly I need the path. Varchar path is file path creator dot get path. Then I need a hash value. Hash is hash creator dot get hash or create hash. When I have the hash and the path, I combine these two into a new file information object. So the file information is the path, then the hash dot text. And after I create my full qualified file name, I can validate it. So I use if hash creator dot validate combined. So I use this method with my full qualified path, and if this full qualified path does not exist, I get a true back, and I use here the writer object dot create file, and I write a new text file. So I save this and I start the program. We see I have here a new text file with hello world. The point is that this implementation could be complicated for the client, because the classes can be in other assemblies, or the classes can be more complex. This is only an example. So to create an object that the client has an easy access to this algorithm here, I create a facade. For example, a static class, I call it facade. And this facade has only one method, public static void create file. And inside this method I use this code here, so that the client, can call the facade create file method. And this invoke is much more easier than implementing this here. So I start the program and I have a second file. So that's it. That's the facade pattern. I hope I explained it easy for you. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel, and hopefully I see you in the next video, and bye.